30,000 starts to duplicate. 1 year, you're at 49 million. 2 years later, you do that in a month. Now, how is that possible? Well, it's not done because Pam's running around signing up loyal customers and distributors. I don't have enough time. Now, I probably have the talent. Do you think you have the talent to sign up a loyal customer? It's a basic fundamental, isn't it? So first of all, you want to teach your distributors how to sign up a loyal customer. Right? How do you fill out a form? Pretty basic. Products. Now, you're not going to teach them the products. You're going to allow Dr. Don to do that. Because if you start doing that, they think they have to do it. Best way to learn about the products is to take them. Best way to learn about the products is to go into the E-Suite, allow Dr. Don to teach you about the products. The best way to understand what's in the products is to print off the supplemental facts. When somebody says, what's in Confianza? Of course, they can't even pronounce it correctly, and don't try to correct them on that. You just hand them the supplemental fact sheet and say, this is what's in it. You never, ever, ever tell them what's in it. You show them. Write this down. This business is show and tell. You show supplemental fact sheet, you tell a story. Well, I took Confianza, and 2 days later, I'm not screaming at the kids. You know, I didn't take Confianza, but my mother did, and she's not screaming at me anymore. Show and tell. What's in the Ultimate Body Applicator? This. Well, how does it work? Because of this. That's all you know, isn't it? You don't know anything differently than that. Why make stuff up? Don't make anything up. Stand in your power and understand. The less you say, the more money you will make. Write that down. Boy, isn't that nice? I'm going to read something to you in just a minute. If I can find my phone. Oh, it's in my back pocket. All right. Now, they need to know how to sign up a distributor. That's a form. We all have filled out forms since the time we were very little, right? We can fill out forms. If there's something on it you don't understand, go upline, find out. Also, the website is not friendly. Anybody else in agreement on that? We understand that. We truly get it. It's changing. But not overnight. When it does, we will be your best friend again. But it's changing. Right now, it's not friendly. Understand that? Just accept it, move on. Okay, we understand it. Don't gripe about it. It's okay. You'll still make your millions. I promise you. You will still make your millions. But the interesting thing is, when they can finally go there and sign up, watch out. Look what we've done with the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's just a story, isn't it? Y'all will later say, gosh, you remember we couldn't even sign people up online? We still made millions. I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing with it. I get it. I don't quite understand it sometimes myself, but it is the truth of the matter, and we move forward. Okay? I don't trust it sometimes enough to send a customer there, so capture their information or walk them through it online or throw them into our customer service. Another thing on customer service, I would say that we're growing with you. When you call them, about 65 of them are brand new within the last couple of weeks. Be nice. They're learning. Tell your new distributors the same thing. They're learning. They're learning with us. They're really good once they learn, right? And they take phenomenal care of you. phenomenal care of you. Our goal is to have the best. We already do. We just keep getting better and better. You don't add people in customer service prior to expansion. You add them along the way. That makes sense. Anybody own a business? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, so fundamentals, step 1. You need to know how to sign up a distributor and customers. That goes with step 1. You also need to know why you're doing this business. The biggest part of anything in life, the reason you're not where you want to be is you haven't defined it. If you come up and you start saying, my business isn't growing, it's not where I want it to be, and you have that little bit of fear in your eyes, it tells me that you have not tapped into your why. You have not truly found it. You're fearful of actually speaking it. You're afraid maybe to dream, maybe this isn't going to work, maybe I'm not going to be able to get what I want out of this, and I understand that. But you've got to take steps to start building that faith. So watch what you say. What I would recommend is that for a week, you write down what you're saying and what you're thinking. Who's done that? I've coached a couple of you to do that. It's powerful. Watch what you're saying and what you're thinking, and that will tell you why you're where you're at in your business. If you're saying things like, I can't recruit anybody, that's profound. Then that's probably why you can't recruit anybody. Okay? It's because you don't believe you can. So why don't you take a little baby step and say, I'm a great recruiter. I believe in this. I'm a great recruiter. You know what? I can recruit people in this. My friend recruited me. I know I can recruit someone in this. And just change it up a little bit. And maybe go out with somebody that has recruited somebody. And just have a little bit more faith in what you're doing. Come to more of these types of meetings. I love the fact that Darlene and Dan Roth stood up here last night, and in 5 years they took themselves to presidential, and they stayed in the business and built the presidential in 5 years. And then we have someone that stood up here in 7 months. You know what? Like Debbie Sasek says, your journey is your journey. Don't judge yourself by someone that does it in 7 and someone that does it in 5. I don't care if it takes you 10. I don't care if it takes you 10. You do it. You do it, you learn along the way, and you get it done. And you're going to figure out what your why is. You're going to write it down. Why are you in black, green, and bling? Why are you here? Why did you take time away from your family, and why did you come here? Why did you join It Works? It's the most important question you can ask yourself. And then you ask your new team member, why are you joining me? Why are you taking a look at this opportunity? Because then when you can't find them the next day or the day after because somebody said something negative to them, you can say, wait a minute, whoa, you said that you wanted to do this business so you can stay home with your kids. Has that changed? And maybe you can get them back in the game. Because I can tell you why they probably left. Somebody said something to them. Did someone say something to you that almost took you out? Would anybody admit that? Yeah. Many times over. You know, it's unfortunate that people do that, and it could be the person you're sleeping with. It could be. It could be your very own mom. The friends that know you better than anybody. You've never done anything in your life. Why would this be different? But you just sense that it would. So you got to figure out why. You're paying $99. That's a small commitment. Sometimes it's too small. 80 BV auto ship to run a multi-million-dollar business. Take ownership of that. If a potential Distributor refuses to be on auto ship, that's a loyal customer. That is a loyal customer. Now it's 80 BV or 400 BV. You want to be on auto ship. Is everybody in the room on auto ship? It is the lifeblood of your business. It is what gets you commission qualified. How many of you have been with us less than 3 months? Please stand up. Less than 3 months. Wow. Okay, so for you, you might not understand this. In order to get paid, you have to run an auto ship. In order to get paid, you have to run an auto ship. In order to earn fast start bonuses, you need 2 loyal customers. 2 loyal customers. If you have not gotten those, go get them. Now, if everyone would just complete the steps to success, they wouldn't have to know the rules. Right? They wouldn't have to know the rules. So we're trying to teach you the rules without having to say that word. So step 1, join 80 BV auto ship. If they will not commit to an 80 BV auto ship to me, they're a loyal customer. Take it away from them. Say, I'm sorry. I do not feel that this program is right for you because it doesn't set you up for commissions if you do not participate in auto ship. It's a part of the company's commission structure. Own that. Don't be wishy-washy about that. That's not icky, y'all. That is a part, that's how we pay commissions. It's based on rules and regulations in our industry. Do you like getting fast start bonuses? Do you like getting cab bonuses once you get to diamond and above? Yes, so an auto ship needs to be in place. That's part of it. 2 loyal customers need to be in place. That's part of it. So that's step 1. But the most important part of that is finding your why. Building your dream board. Building your dream board. Remember when a lot of you are part of Major's organization and she said, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And then I thought, well, I'm leading people. I'm telling them they need to build one. I guess I should. And she started building one and everything started happening off that dream board. So build a dream board and put magnificence on that dream board. Put your monthly, what you want to earn a month. Carla, all dreams come true, don't they? Carla read me a part of her journal one night. We were sharing a room. This was recent. And it was as if she was living today. And she had written it a year before of what she wanted her life to be like. And a year later, she was living that life. And it was magnificent. And she just wanted to make $3,000 a month. And have a plane. I said, honey, that is not enough money for a plane. You can't even get a pilot for $3,000 a month. You might get one, but he won't be cute. Oh, gosh. You've come a long way, baby. She can add a couple zeros to that 3. All right. Step 2, 4 loyals. 4 loyals. There's a couple reasons for that. 2 of them kick out the fast start, okay? 2 of them get you commission qualified. 4 of them, within 30 days, 120 in free product. Also, on average, our loyals spend about $72 a month, so that gets that, what we call that box. You know that box that we talk about, which is really a human being? That chart, it gets that to about $400 a month. So if everyone in the room would make a commitment to keeping 4 loyal customers with their auto ship, which is on average for distributors about $120 a month. Who spends about $120 a month on their auto ship? That's about average. Look at all the hands up. I mean, some of you are over 200. Who's over 200 a month? I mean, you're buying the ProFit and the Vitals and everything, family, greens. Okay, so you look at that, that's about 400. So see, that completes that box monthly. So this is a key component to the fundamentals of building a successful business. And then you look at step 3, the guarantee, which is, let's not talk about building to executive or Ruby when somebody gets started. It's too much information. It's a down line, up line, side line, cross line, crazy line. It's too much information. Let's start them to get the guarantee. That's what they can understand. We have to use verbiage that people come out of the marketplace into our business with, which is typically corporate America verbiage. Guarantee, customers, distributors, sales, forms, just natural verbiage. So that is the steps to success. That's the fundamentals. But the layering in between all of that is just business building. Because when you look at it, doesn't that teach you about the products? Doesn't that teach you how to fill out forms? Doesn't that get your why, get your dream board going? What if everyone just focused there? And do not add another step in there. Do not think you need to do that. We know you're smart, but stay with it. It's working. And it's working so brilliantly. And then in between all of that, you've got blitzing. You've got your blitz card. I wish we could just carry these around. So I'm on a plane. Mike's going to talk a little bit about colors, which are personalities. And I'm flying from Newark to DC, and it's delayed. And at the airport is not air conditioned, and it's the hottest day they've had. Then we get on the plane. There's something wrong with a leak, and we have to sit there. And the woman beside me is not very nice. I'm just trying to read my book. And I have on my t-shirt, and she's got a stack of papers about this thick with little tiny print on them, with little tiny glasses. And she's reading those, and she looks over and she goes, "What do you do?" So I reach down, because I don't talk unless I have a tool, and write that down. And commit to that, and again, you'll make more money than you can spend. Don't say a word unless you have a tool. So I reached in, and I pulled out my blitz card. My purse is really big. And I really did not want to talk to her at this point. I said, "Oh, I have this product. This is what it is." And I gave her the blitz card. And this, I'll tell you, this is what she did. For 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, just the front. She didn't know there was a back. For 10 minutes, I mean, she looked at it for 10 minutes. Now, I know this. The first one that talks loses. So I just kept reading my book. I didn't say a word. And then she puts it down in her purse. She didn't turn it over or anything. Does that really work? I said, "Well, you should have turned the card over." So she gets it back out. For 10 more minutes. I mean, I wish I had a video. It was priceless. And so she looks at it for 10 more minutes. And then she said, "Well, do all the women in your business look like you?" And I went, "Oh, this is interesting." I said, "Yes and no. What does that have to do with it?" And then I said, what do you do? Oh, I'm a scientist for pharmaceutical companies. I said, oh, isn't that interesting? And I just started reading my book. As she whips out a box of children's frosted mini wheats and starts eating them. As she's telling me how they don't have the amount of sugar grams in it, because that's all in the box, because you can take out all this stuff, and I'm going, holy cow, just get me off this plane as fast as I can. But what if I had tried to go down that path of explaining this product with her? Would I have been killed or what? I am so thankful that I got off that plane and never said another word. So you never know who you're setting aside up. But two key things. Let the card do it for you, and don't say a word until they ask you a question. And if they ask you a question, keep that answer simple. This is what it is, this is what it does. Your goal is just to get the product on them. A question was asked to me last night, we're blitzing, but we're not getting callbacks. Ask for their information. You know, if they're showing interest, say, would it be okay if I get your business card? Would it be okay if I get your contact information? You know, if you're a male and you're giving out your wife's cards, would it be okay if my wife gives you a call? Isn't that what we do in sales? Yes. We ask for it. Don't be shy and not ask for information. So that's blitzing. That's a part of what we do. The next thing that we do, the next most valuable tool, and I'm absolutely in love with the party pad. I love the party pad. And I love what Caroline told me. She said she flipped this out and went directly through it on that flight back and realized the value of it. Now there's a couple of things that you could do, and I haven't done it to mine, but you can put the notes upside down so that you can read the notes while you have the front. If you need the notes, I would recommend you just do the bullets. Just go through the bullets, just as simple as you can. Just, hey, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? And just take them through this. The whole point is this. If you're at a wrap party, they have the product on. The goal is just to get through the party pad to get to the results. Because that's the reason they're there. It's not to give them a health seminar. It's to get them through the party pad, through trying the defining gel, maybe sipping the greens, the ProFit if you have it there. It's to try that. So try those products, get them through the party pad so you can get results, because that's when the party starts. This is to use at a one-on-one presentation. We have distributors sending these to people and going through these on the phone with them. Who's done that? I know you're doing that. It's powerful. And that's this way, they think they can do this presentation. The light bulb goes off. Never talk without a tool, and your business will be so successful. To me, blitzing, steps to success, party pad, it's it. That's all you need. Send them to the back office for training academy. Give them the tools that they need back there. Do not, if somebody comes to you and says, how do I do this? Have you looked at the training academy? How do I find this form? Go back into the documents, into the downloads. That's where you find the form. Start teaching your people from the very beginning, like you taught your children, to be independent. Because it's going to be overwhelming when you have thousands of people trying to reach out to you through Facebook, through your phone, trying to find information that's readily available. Your goal is to not be the go-to person. That's your goal. In the beginning you will be, but let your ego get out of the way. You'll make a lot more money. Come to all the events that you can, and then know who your market is. Right now, according to the DSA, this is a $1 billion market. This is a brand new magazine that just came out with the DSA. And in here it states In the US alone, $29.9 billion were spent in direct sales. 78% by women. Okay, so look around the room. Would you say that's probably what's going on in this room? So that's not It Works Global. That's the market. But guess what? It Works Global has the product that brings those women to it. Now, isn't that brilliant? So the market is saying 78% are women because that's who's actually out there in the industry. We have the product that brings it to them, brings this industry to them, and brings them to us. Now, the other thing that we have the most lucrative compensation plan in the industry, not only for women, but for men. There's no other compensation plan in the industry that pays what we pay to women. Most of them are, you buy this tube of lipstick for $5, you sell it for $10. And you might earn an override from a 3-level team, maybe. And if they get really good, we're going to take that team away from you, and they'll start their own team. You got to know your competition. I'm telling you, we got a strong compensation plan. And we pay women for what they're worth today. I want to read you one thing, then I'm going to bring up Mike Vitello. I want to read you just a comment that someone sent as far as, hang on just a second. I got a lot of Twitter messages. Okay, I had someone say she was brand new and she's a mom. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. So I said, well, what are you sending to your friends? She's sending them messages on Facebook. So this is what she's sending. The ones that are working moms, I just sent them Facebook messages asking them that if they were looking to make some extra spending money or enough money to go part-time at work so they could be home with their kids. I told them why I joined, to hopefully go part-time at work so I could stay home with my kids and to make more than I am making now. I said that there was very little money needed to start selling, and that my first party I made back my kit money and then some. And if they were interested to let me know, we could go over everything. And then, you know what? I just love all the products and blah, 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 blah. That is too much information. When all you need to do is say, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Okay? That's what you do. Now, this past week, all the meetings that I went to, I said to everyone, get out your phone and to your entire phone, to everyone in your phone base, send, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? A girl comes running up 20 minutes later, had over 20 messages back, no, what is it? One went online, signed up as a customer, and one said, I want to sell this. She thought everybody knew what she was doing. That's not true. They don't. Just post that and then before and after pictures. Your goal is just to get this product on them. Nobody wants to pay you $99 and go to work. They do not want to do that. But they'll try the product, then you can sit down with them with the party pad. That's your goal. Now, I want to stretch you for just a minute. Remember that hashtag and that magic number. Whatever that was, you have the ability, if you will do what I just suggested this morning, you have the ability, if you will believe more in yourself, and if you will use the products, use the tools, walk out of here this weekend with conviction, talk to the leadership that is in this room, that you can add a 0 to that. I just saw some of you gulp. Right, Betty? I saw you gulp. You can add a 0 to that. That's a big number, isn't it, Carla? Anybody want to add a 0 to their hashtag? Now, you may not feel you can do that right now, but you can do it. Now, there's some techniques that you can learn, and I travel with this guy all the time, and it's so fun, especially when we have to run through the airport. And you know, I'm 15 years older, and I'm running, and he's right behind me. And he says it's because my legs are longer. But I love traveling with him. He's funny, and I say he's the man that puts words together well, and I would love for you to get on your feet, shake it out, and let's welcome Mike Patello, director.